The air inside the big arena felt hot and sticky, like a warm hug that wouldn't let go. The whole place was filled with excitement. Everyone was waiting for something amazing to happen. It was the Global Combat Arts Festival, a big show where people from all over the world came to show off their fighting moves. People who knew how to punch, kick, flip, and twist came together to celebrate and show what they could do. The crowd was huge. There were people from many different countries, and they were all sitting together, smiling, talking, and cheering. The sounds of happy people bounced off the tall ceilings, making it feel like the whole place was alive. Right in the middle of everything stood Master Ji-hoon. He was very famous, like a superhero of Taekwondo, which is a special kind of kicking and punching from Korea. Everyone knew his name. He had been the best for many, many years. Master Ji-hoon had sharp eyes and strong arms. His hair was gray and shiny like silver. He stood tall in the middle of the mat under the bright lights. Then, he began to move. Whoosh! Whoosh! His feet flew into the air with super-fast kicks that made loud snapping sounds. It looked like he was kicking the wind. The crowd clapped and shouted with joy. Everyone was so amazed. But Master Ji-hoon didn't smile. He looked around with a serious face, his eyes searching the crowd. He didn't wave or bow. He just stood still, proud and strong, like a lion on a mountain. In the front row, sitting very still, was a man named Jason Statham. Jason was a big movie star. He had been in lots of action movies where he kicked and punched bad guys. People around the world knew him from the big screen. He was strong in real life too. Jason had learned real fighting styles like kickboxing and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Even though he was an actor, he trained hard just like real fighters. Jason didn't come to fight. He was just visiting the festival as a special guest. He came to watch and clap for others. But Master Ji-hoon didn't like that. He didn't think Jason belonged there. To Master Ji-hoon, fighting wasn't for movies. It wasn't pretend. It was real. It was something special that needed years of practice and heart. After finishing his moves, Master Ji-hoon picked up a microphone. The crowd got quiet. His voice was loud and clear. He said, "Martial arts is not a game for actors." His English was very good, but you could hear that he wasn't happy. It's not for movies or for fun. It's a way of life. It takes sweat and pain and time. Then Master Ji-hoon looked straight at Jason. Everyone turned their heads to see what was happening. Master Ji-hoon pointed at him and said, "You, Mr. Statham. You pretend to be like us in your movies. But you are not. You are not a real fighter. You are just acting." The crowd gasped. It was like lightning had struck right in the room. Everyone looked at Jason. His mouth got tight, but he didn't look angry. He didn't yell. He just sat there very still. The words from Master Ji-hoon hung in the air like a balloon ready to pop. Some people in the crowd were shocked. Some were excited. They could feel something big was about to happen. Master Ji-hoon stood tall with his arms crossed. He looked proud and ready, waiting to see what Jason would do. For a little while, Jason didn't move. But then, slowly and calmly, he stood up. His body moved like a strong tiger waking up from sleep. The crowd held their breath. "Ladies and gentlemen," Jason said. His voice was soft but strong. His British accent made his words sound calm and smart. "I came here to show respect to martial arts, not to make it look silly. But if Master Ji-hoon wants to see what I've learned, I'll be happy to show him." The crowd exploded with noise. Some people shouted, others clapped. Jason took off his jacket and stepped up onto the stage. His body looked strong. You could see he had worked hard to train. But Master Ji-hoon just sneered, which means he made a face like he didn't care. He didn't believe Jason was real. The people who ran the festival got together quickly. They were a little scared, but also very excited. This wasn't part of the plan. But it was too amazing to stop. They made a new rule for this match. They called it a controlled exhibition match. That means it would be a safe fight, not a real one. No hard punches, no knockouts. Just smart, clean moves. They wanted to see who had the best skill. Workers rolled out a soft mat on the floor, so no one would get hurt. The lights dimmed down, and a big spotlight shined on Master Ji-hoon and Jason. They stood face to face. Master Ji-hoon moved into his fighting pose. His body was low and light like a cat ready to pounce. His eyes were sharp and serious. Jason took his stance too. It was a mix of his kickboxing and jiu-jitsu style. He kept his hands up, his arms loose, and his feet ready. The first round started. They circled each other like two animals watching closely. They didn't move fast at first. Each man was trying to learn how the other one moved. Suddenly, Master Ji-hoon attacked. Whap! A fast kick flew toward Jason's head like a lightning bolt. But Jason ducked. He moved just in time, and then popped back up with a fast punch that stopped right in front of Master Ji-hoon's chest. He didn't hit him. But it was very close. The crowd gasped again. Everyone was shocked by Jason's quickness. Master Ji-hoon's eyes got narrow. He didn't expect Jason to be that fast or that careful. He had thought Jason was just an actor. But Jason was showing real skill. As the round went on, Master Ji-hoon kicked faster and harder. His feet were a blur. He wanted to scare Jason. He wanted to make him look silly. But Jason wasn't afraid. He stayed calm and moved smoothly. He dodged the kicks. He blocked his arms. His body moved like water. Then Master Ji-hoon tried something big. He spun around for a fancy kick. But he missed. He had turned too far. And that's when Jason stepped in close. In a blink, Jason grabbed Master Ji-hoon's arm and twisted it gently but quickly. It was a move from jiu-jitsu. He didn't hurt Master Ji-hoon, but he trapped his arm in a way that Master Ji-hoon couldn't move. Master Ji-hoon tapped the mat with his hand. That meant let go. Jason let go right away. The crowd screamed. They had never seen something like this. Jason had stopped Master Ji-hoon without hurting him. He had shown control, strength, and respect. Master Ji-hoon stood up, breathing hard. His face was red. He looked angry, but also surprised. He had just learned that Jason wasn't just a movie star. He was the real deal. The second round began. This time, both fighters moved with more respect. Master Ji-hoon still kicked with power, but now he was careful. Jason blocked and stepped around, looking for smart chances. They danced across the mat, not like enemies, but like warriors who wanted to learn. The third round came. The crowd was standing now. They couldn't sit still. Master Ji-hoon and Jason moved like fire and ice, fast and calm. They didn't try to hurt each other. They tried to show who had better timing, better thinking, better skill. At the end of the third round, they both stopped. Their hands were up, their bodies breathing hard. The crowd clapped so loud it sounded like thunder. No one had won or lost. But everyone had seen something special. Master Ji-hoon looked at Jason. He didn't say anything right away. Then, he gave a small bow. Jason bowed back. It was a sign of respect. They didn't have to speak. Their fight had been their words. After the match, people talked about it for hours. Some said Master Ji-hoon was still the best. Others said Jason had proved himself. But almost everyone agreed, what they had seen was not a fight. It was a meeting of hearts, of two men from different worlds who had found something the same. Jason sat back down, his jacket over his shoulder, a small smile on his face. Master Ji-hoon returned to his place, his head held high. They had both given something to the festival that day, more than just kicks and punches. They had given a story that people would remember forever. And so, the Global Combat Arts Festival went on. More fighters came and showed their skills. More people clapped and cheered. But in the hearts of those who had seen the match, one thing was clear. True martial arts wasn't about fame or pride. It was about respect, heart, and the courage to stand tall, even when others doubt you. And that's a story worth telling. The crowd was loud and cheering, but Master Ji-hoon's face looked very angry. He was not happy at all. The first part of the fight was over, but no one had won yet. Everyone in the arena felt the excitement. It was like the air was buzzing. The fight wasn't finished, it was just getting more exciting. Now it was time for a break. Both men went to their corners to rest. Master Ji-hoon sat down on a chair. His students were all around him, helping and talking to him. Master Ji-hoon was thinking hard. He had made a mistake. He thought Jason would be easy to beat. He thought that just because Jason was a movie actor, he wouldn't be good at real fighting. Master Ji-hoon thought actors were just people who pretend. But Jason was strong. Jason was fast. Jason was smart. Master Ji-hoon's pride was hurt. He was a real master of martial arts. He had trained for many years. He didn't want to lose. Not in front of his students. Not in front of the world. On the other side, Jason was sitting all alone. He was drinking water and breathing slowly. His face was calm like a quiet lake. Jason wasn't mad. He wasn't even nervous. He was focused. Jason didn't come to the fight to show off. He didn't want to be better than Master Ji-hoon. He didn't care about being the best. He wanted to show something else. He wanted to show that martial arts is not just about kicking and punching. Martial arts is about respect. It is about the heart. It is about learning and growing. Even if you are fighting, you can still be kind. Even if you are rivals, you can still show respect. Jason wanted to teach that. Then it was time for the second round. This round was very exciting. The two fighters were very different. Master Ji-hoon came in fast and strong. He kicked and punched like a storm. His hands and feet moved so quickly. You could see he had been training for many years. Every move was perfect. Every strike had power. He wanted to win. He wanted to show the world who he was. Jason didn't fight the same way. He was calm and careful. He didn't fight wild. He didn't get angry. He moved slowly, watching Master Ji-hoon's moves. When Master Ji-hoon attacked, Jason blocked or dodged. He didn't try to hit harder. He tried to be smart. His moves were clean and smooth, like a gentle river. He made fighting look like dancing. Then Master Ji-hoon made a big move. He turned fast and kicked Jason very hard in the side. The crowd gasped. Everyone thought Jason would fall down. That kick was very strong. But Jason stayed standing. He didn't show pain. Just a tiny flinch, like a blink. Then he kicked low and nearly knocked Master Ji-hoon off his feet. The crowd went oh. They were amazed. The round ended. Both men were breathing hard. They had used a lot of energy. Their faces were red. Their clothes were wet with sweat. But something had changed. They started to feel respect for each other. They were not just fighting anymore. They were learning from each other. Then came the last round, the final part of the fight. This round was different again. Master Ji-hoon understood something. He saw that hitting hard would not beat Jason. He had to change. He had to be smart. So he stopped being wild. He slowed down. He focused on each move. He became quiet, like a cat before it jumped. He was careful and smart now. Jason saw that and matched him. He moved the same way. They started to move together like they were dancing. Not just fighting, but moving like one. The crowd watched quietly. Their eyes were wide. They had never seen something like this before. Master Ji-hoon kicked high. Jason blocked. Jason tried to grab it. Master Ji-hoon stepped away. They were like mirror images. Each one knew what the other would do. Then, near the end, Master Ji-hoon tried to strike with his hand. Jason grabbed his wrist very gently and twisted it into a soft hold. It wasn't mean. It didn't hurt. It stopped the fight just for a second. Their faces were close. Jason looked into Master Ji-hoon's eyes and whispered, "This is respect." Then he let go. The bell rang. The round was over. The crowd stood up and clapped and cheered. They were so happy. Everyone was shouting and smiling. But the judges didn't know what to do. There was no winner. Both fighters had done so well. Both were strong. Both were smart. Both had shown the heart of martial arts. Master Ji-hoon was breathing hard. His chest moved up and down. He looked at Jason. Master Ji-hoon used to think Jason was just a movie man. Now he saw something else. Jason was real. Jason had heart. Jason had skill. Master Ji-hoon felt something change in his own heart. Jason held out his hand. He wanted a handshake. Master Ji-hoon waited a moment. Then he took it. Their hands met. It was not just a shake. It was a message. It said, "I see you. I respect you." The crowd cheered even louder. They could feel the change. These two men were not enemies now. They were not trying to beat each other. They were brothers in spirit. As they walked off the stage, Master Ji-hoon turned to Jason and said in a quiet voice, "You are not a fake, Jason Statham. But don't think this means you are my equal." Jason smiled a little and said, "I don't need to be your equal, Master Ji-hoon. I just wanted to earn your respect." Master Ji-hoon's lips twitched. Maybe it was almost a smile. Then he walked away. The festival went on. Other things happened. But everyone kept talking about that fight. It was special. It was more than just punches and kicks. It was full of feeling. It was full of meaning. It was about pride. It was about friendship. It was about respect. On the internet, people talked and talked. Some said Master Ji-hoon won. Some said Jason won. But most people said something else. The real winner was martial arts itself. People said this fight showed what martial arts is really about: discipline, honor, and courage. Discipline means working hard and staying focused. Honor means being fair and kind. Courage means not giving up, even when things are hard. Jason felt proud. He knew his training mattered. Even though he learned in gyms and on movie sets, he knew it was real. He could stand with a master and still be true to the craft. Master Ji-hoon felt something too. He was a legend. Everyone looked up to him. But now, he saw he could still learn. Even from someone outside his world. That made him better. That made him stronger. And the crowd? They would never forget what they saw. They would talk about that night for many years. It was a special moment. A time when two great men showed what it really means to fight with heart. To fight not for ego, but for respect. It was a very, very big show. A VIP showdown. And it taught everyone, big and small, that martial arts is more than just fighting. It is about growing. It is about learning. It is about being your best self. And that is something even a 5-year-old can understand. Did you enjoy the story? I'd love to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you had fun, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss the next adventure. Thanks for being here, and as always, stay curious, stay bold, and keep exploring.